How long have you been working with the Express News?
I just celebrated my 10th anniversary.
How many owners has the Express News had?
Well, I think about 5. The Express News was founded in 1865, and I believe Hearst is the 5th owner.
How have the ownership patterns affected the Express News?
Well, the Hearst Corporation has owned the Express News since 1993, and before that it was owned by Murdoch, and before that Hart Hanks, all newspaper companies that all corporations that own newspapers. So I don't think the ownership changes have necessarily had a big impact on the Express News. What's had an impact on the Express News has been more the fact that in 1993 the San Antonio Light closed, and San Antonio went from a 2-newspaper town to a 1-newspaper town, and of course that changed the newspapering in San Antonio from then on.
How has technology changed and evolved in the company?
Newspapers, like most industries, have benefited greatly from technology. Things that used to be done by hand or very labor intensive are now done on computers and are not very labor intensive. An example, if you look at the walls, you see some bronze plates. Those are from 1929 that were given to the Express News as part of the building's. When the building was built, it was the building was opened and dedicated in 1929, and these plates came from newspapers around the country. In fact, some from around the world. And they were bronze, and they've just been built into the wall. But the technology then was, if you look at those closely, you'll see raised type, where basically printing back in those days was a direct process where you would put ink on the type and roll the paper across the plate. So 50 years from now, I believe that if you want a paper delivered to your door, you'll still be able to get it delivered to your door. But where we deliver about 250,000 a day now, that number will be far less, even though the population will be bigger. It will be far less. It will cost more, and it will be far less. More and more people will get their news and information electronically. I mean, now most people can get news stories sent to them on their cell phones. So if you're a sports junkie and you want to know every time your team or your group of teams has some news, to send it to your cell phone, you can get it. The day will come when the newspaper will be sent to people on some sort of a flat screen that ideally would be somewhat flexible. Wouldn't be like the heavy computer screen that you carry around, but it might be more like a number of sheets of paper, so it's got some flexibility. You can carry it. You might even be able to fold it up and put it in your pocket, but the information will come electronically.